way to the dealership that I got my Jeep from to give them the car seats that I took out of the van. So they want those back. So anyway, this is Francie with Finding Joy Through Serving. And I am on my holiday break from teaching. So that is one of the huge benefits of being a teacher. There's a lot I don't like about it, but I do like the vacations. We really need them. We need them, and the students need them. So I have some exciting news, I think. I don't know, it's kind of scary. But I reserved some camping spots in December. Oh my word, I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm crazy. But it gives me something to do, of course. I'll have to get everything organized. I need to figure out how I'm going to fit it in the Jeep versus the van. And so I'll have to make modifications to things. I am going to use my tent. I have an Ozark 6-person dome tent. And I've only set it up once and used it once. So I'm going to set it up before I go camping. I want to make sure I can set it up by myself, and I also want to practice running the ceramic heater in there and see what happens. You know, I ran it in the van, and that was a much smaller space than this tent, and tents are ventilated. You know, there's just a lot of gaps. I can open the window and the rain flies still over it, so I'm not worried about ventilation. The one thing I read about is catching your tent on fire, and it could be possible. I sleep pretty light, and you know, my ceramic heater, if it tips over, it turns off. And I will have it on a table of some sort, so it can't tip over. And typically I wake up through the night and I turn it off for a while and turn it back on. I'm also going to have warm blankets. People say just get a warm sleeping bag. I'm not big on sleeping bags. I don't like to be all crunched up because I move too much. I turn and turn and turn. So that doesn't work for me. But I do have a very heavy Afghan. The last time I went camping, the second night I didn't even use it. I used a lighter blanket. Well, it's lighter than the Afghan anyway. The Afghan is very heavy. So we're going to give it a shot. I do want to set the tent up and make sure that, you know, putting the heater in there and kind of see how it warms it up and how that works. The tent does have a hole for an extension cord to go through, so that is nice. And yeah, so we're gonna give it a shot. My first idea about meals, I'm thinking about making a white chicken chili, and I may freeze it in freezer bags. Just eat chili. The last time I went, I bought the can of stew, and that was really good. So I may get a can of that too, just to change it up a little bit. I mean, I can eat chili for 2 or 3 days, it's no big deal. So I just want it to be simple. I can heat water to make, I started to drink tea instead of coffee now. And so I've always liked tea. And in college, I drank a lot of tea. I got the herbal tea, and I drank a lot of herbal teas in college. So I'm going to get back to drinking my herbal teas, and so I'll have that, and probably take some fruit for snacks. So we're going to give it a shot. I want to see, first of all, if, you know, heating the tent, how that will do. So I will set my tent up on a day I know it's not going to rain, and see what happens. I was looking at other tents, and My main concern is, can I set this up by myself? Because I'll be by myself. And, you know, so I look at the instant tents. Though I don't know that those are any easier to set up. But I was watching YouTube videos, of course, because that's where you can learn everything. And I watched this guy put up this Ozark tent that I have. And it's actually a nice tent. I like the tent. And I'm just concerned, can I do it by myself? So I watched him put it up, and he did it by himself. And it's not one of these put up in 5 minute type of things. It'll probably take me 30 minutes to put it up. And he set it up, and he really liked it. And then he used it on a trip. So I watched that video to hear his review. And it was a good review. He had a rainstorm, and it didn't leak. Because I was wondering if I should waterproof it, which may not hurt it. I don't know. I've watched some videos about waterproofing tents too. You just spray something on them. I also saw something at the REI store. It was a spray that you can spray on your tent or your clothes so bugs don't get on it. And I really like that idea because bugs get all over your tent. Now, this trip, I don't have to worry about bugs, so that's a good thing. The only other concern I have is this is the state of Tennessee. And the area that I'm in, and I'm not sure if the whole of Tennessee is like this, but there is so much rock. So it's really hard to get stakes down in rock. And so staking down the tent, I'll just do with the best that I can. So, and another thing, I have an RV site, so I did pay for electric and water because I need to run my heater. So I'm not going to be too crazy and rough it. Matter of fact, they closed the bathrooms down at the tent sites. So I wanted to be, I mean, I do have my toilet, but I don't like to use that all the time. That's just like through the night, so I can make it through the night. I don't want to use that, you know, as my main toilet. Unless, if I had a porta potty, I guess that would be different, but I still wouldn't want to deal with dumping it if I don't have to. So I want to be by bathrooms. So in the state park, bathrooms are pretty nice, and they have showers too, so I could take a shower if I wanted to. And so yeah, camping trip coming up. I'm gonna go like Sunday afternoon, so Sunday night and a Monday night, and then Tuesday will be the Tuesday is the 31st. So I'll come back home because to be with my daughter for New Year's Eve and my family. So we'll do the New Year's Eve thing, and then on the 1st, a friend of mine said she was going on a hike, a ranger guided hike, and I thought at the same park where I'm actually camping. And so I thought, well, I want to do that. So I hope she doesn't mind, but I went on the site and found it and registered, and it's free. Hopefully I can do it. You know, with my ankle surgery, I have to be careful, but I'm sure it's not going to be too bad, and it is getting a lot better, obviously, as time goes by. I notice I can go upstairs a little bit better now. I'm not like 100% like walking like I was before the surgery. So yeah, anyway, so that's what's going on. I will shoot some videos, of course, of setting up my tent and all of that, and I look forward to sharing it with you guys. And I hope y'all are having some good holiday breaks. And sometimes holidays can be hard. I know that. When I first went through my divorce, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all those holidays were hard. If there's been a death in the family, if you've lost a loved one, holidays can be really hard, and I'm sorry about that. I'm glad I have other things to focus on. I think that helps. And so just find things to focus on. If you can help somebody else, I think that is huge, and it brings you joy to give to others and stuff like that. I do love giving. Of course, sometimes it takes money. I do make a lot, but this year I haven't had time to make stuff. I might try and make some coasters. I'm going to do a video on the little scrubbies that I make, the dishcloths. I'm going to show you kind of the gifts that I give and the bowls that I make. So I'm going to show that in a video, and that should be coming up soon. I'll do that at home. So I'm almost to my exit, and I'm going to take these seats back and also give them the title. I also had the driver's, what do you call it? The manual for the car. I had it inside. I was looking up the engine light stuff. So I have that too. Alright, I will let y'all go. I'm at my exit, and I hope y'all having a wonderful day whenever you watch this. Be blessed, and I will talk to you later. Bye.